So, I am sure you've already heard about it by now. I mean, clips of it are all over everyone's For You page right now. The It we will be talking about today is a house flipping show on HGTV from 1997 called Decorating Sense. Also, crimes against humanity, as some say, were committed by Nancy Golden and Joan Stephan. Show ended up having 31 seasons and God knows how many episodes, because the official HGTV site states only 81 and the IMDb site for some reason states only 3. And I'm pretty sure none of these are true. I mean, you do the math. Also, for some reason, it's not available to watch in France. I don't live in France, my VPN's in France, and it kicked me off, so. And another thing I am curious about is, I sure do wonder why the show was cancelled. Anyways, the point is that they redecorate the room on a budget that is around $500. And redecorate is a strong word. They quite literally just do and buy whatever and see how it turns out. It's like imagine if you painted a bookshelf in ugly sage green color and then on top we plaster bits of sacred Indian prayers on it and then rip them off so leave paper shreds behind. Wait, that's an actual thing? So, yeah, that is quite literally what they do. I think that sets its own just perfectly. Continuing on, there is also this one time where they painted a rock on the floor, which I found absolutely hilarious. Like, you have to get this. When I say they do whatever they want, I really mean it. You're gonna love this one. They say they bring wood mantle and plaster covered in patchy master paint to imitate stone type of texture. The thing I love about it is how joyful they look destroying people's homes and how professionally they talk about it while there are these atrocities happening on the screen. And don't get me wrong with this, I definitely don't hate it. It's just the fact that every single thing about this show is just hilarious. And on to say, in my opinion, the highlight of today's video, Miami Kitchen. I'm gonna be talking off my memory from this one because I lost the clip I had. So basically, they buy a bunch of plastic plates and they just plaster them on the walls, whatever they want. None of them match color or pattern, and the whole kitchen is covered in different neon colors. And the highlight of this one is definitely how they used colorful measuring cups instead of curtains. They literally just painted them, got a ribbon, and tied them to a rod like that's on top of the window. They also got random colored tiles and plastered them on top of actual tiles. And the commentary they give during it, comedy gold, absolute cinema, love it. Next one. Oh, this one actually looks pretty nice. I mean, yeah, I'm glad they're in that ice training curtains to this one. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? I can't find the rest of this clip, but I don't think anything else in this room could possibly top this doorbell.
That's what it sounds like.
A pattern I've noticed is that they like to spend absurd amounts of money just on the doorknobs, which wouldn't be a problem if the main point of the show wasn't, you know, decorating on a budget. The show is called Decorating Sense. This shit is not making sense right now, get it? Speaking of patterns, I've noticed they really do love textured walls, and to this day, I don't get this trend. It does two things, looking ugly and hurting you when you're not careful enough, please. My grandma used to have this, hence being trend in the late 90s apparently, and I absolutely hated them. As a kid running around, I always stumbled into them when we were playing with my cousin. We also love to climb the sofa, and don't ask me why, it's just peak childhood experience. And when you do stuff like that, you just have to grip the wall, and so there were deadass, I am not kidding, blood stains on the wall on the parts that were poking out. And I guess, yeah, part of the punishment added to this was that we had to clean out our own blood off the walls, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, I fucking hate textured walls, which can make my judgment not objective, but people in the comments agree, so I might be right after all. But yeah, there are different reasons that actually do make sense, those being dusting and your furniture never being able to press against the wall fully, which definitely can be annoying. Just wanted to get it out of the way since they're almost in every single case. In this one, I love how the floor lamp is a little lamp attached to a cord with a lampshade on top. And this line I found absolutely hilarious.
Amazing. Greg is not an electrician, but he plays one on TV. He made this out of a lampshade, basically.
They do have a thing for lampshade. In most rooms, they actually replace a perfectly good lampshade with a different one, just so they could change the color. Even though I'm pretty sure they don't mind using different colors. Like, you'll see an example right now. $116 on this one is crazy, and I am absolutely convinced that the hung photos are meant to distract us from the patchy paint on the walls, which they did, by the way. It wasn't there initially, and I'm pretty sure that was like an artistic decision. And I sure do wonder what the purpose of the hung pillows on the road is. But to be honest, this is definitely one of the tamer ones. At least there is a consistent theme on patterns, and colors are actually quite pleasant. And yeah, about the color thing, we will not be seeing this ever.
Slightly. Like that?
Yeah.
More?
I hate it.
No!
Yeah, I really do.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think we need it. Joan, stop. I really mean it.
Is it me?
No, it's nothing you said. It's something you did.
Okay.
I think it looks too like a craft project. The room isn't sophisticated now. I like just the solid yucca green. I think it's richer. I'm sorry.
You know, we do get an...
In this clip, you can actually see a rare moment of clarity, which is not really often. In conclusion, while most people are rightfully so not pleased with whatever the fuck they've been doing to people's houses, and I mean, yeah, if I walk in and that's what they did to my house, I'd probably go ahead and hate myself for knowing those ugly as $40 lamps, but it is what they say. By that I mean, it is a fun and whimsical redecoration, almost like an art object at this point. Although, like I said, not appealing to most. Also, I love how some people made the connection between this and the millennial grey phenomenon. As in, you know how people who grew up in minimalist households end up being maximalist? Yeah, well that's the opposite of it. Having grown up at a time when those neon, almost acid-like colors were a trend, it makes sense to disdain things like that completely. Maybe I'll do another video on that, since I'm pretty sure I didn't show all the worst clips, and I'm sure you couldn't fully grasp all the horrors they've committed. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Good day. Bye.